is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw my old lighter. This cigar helps me slow down, thinking back to all I loved and lost. My heart is full and aching strong, so I'll throw
welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well, and if you are new here, hello and welcome. I'm Claire, 48, living in Northamptonshire. Moved here 1 year ago from Essex, and yeah, it's just been such a beautiful week here. I'm not even kidding when I tell you we have had some wild weather, and it has been filling my heart with happiness, making my soul want to dance. Today is 31st of August, which means that tomorrow is September, which means that in 2 days time we've been here a year, a whole year. I cannot comprehend, my brain can't understand where those 12 months have gone, because honestly it feels like a blur. It feels like I was only just here yesterday, moving in and being stressed about the filth. And it also feels like, even though we've been here a year, we've done so much to the house and yet nothing. Not a single lick of paint has gone on a single wall. And I'm almost feeling rebellion at this point, because I feel like I am not gonna allow the 1 year anniversary in 2 days, the 1 year anniversary of us being here, I'm not gonna allow it without having painted a wall. Just paint a wall, because I will then feel a little bit more accomplished. But yeah, so this week, gosh, we've actually done quite a bit this week. You'll know that last week the new windows went in. I painted the front door a week later. So sorry, 2 weeks ago the new windows went in. Last week I painted the front door. This week, dodging rain showers, I painted the fence at the side of the house. I just wish I could take you out and show you the front of my house because it's looking so beautiful. It is looking so beautiful. I can't express how in love I am every time we pull up outside. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. I painted the gates of the side of the house to match the front door. I don't think the Rust-Oleum colour matches. I got Rust-Oleum UPVC paint and I got Rust-Oleum one paint does all surfaces. So 2 separate paints but the exact same colour. In Bramwell, they're not that matchy. So a little bit of a, oh gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to live with that, but at the moment, Claire, get a grip. We've also been to the garden centre, we're feeding the birds. I have bought months, well, hopefully if they're not too greedy this year, I've bought months and months worth of supply of bird food. We're getting those sorted out. The biggest thing that happened this week was that the apple tree went. The apple tree's gone. When we moved in here, we had a glorious cooking apple tree. And a few weeks back, the neighbour on this side knocked and basically said that it was interfering with his foundations of his garage, and we are not about to pay out for a surveyor. Like, we kind of had a suspicion anyway because all of our garden was cracking up, and our garage has already got some brickwork kind of like suspicious behaviour. So without hesitation, we got someone in to take the tree down. Now, equally, they have got a magnificently stunning willow tree, and the person that we got around to cut the tree down basically said they need to be more worried about the willow tree. This week has been a mixture of sunshine, pure heat. It started off so hot on Monday, and then by yesterday we've had 3 or 4 absolutely stunning torrential rain showers. They'd be even more beautiful if our gutters were not broken, but that's getting fixed next week. So it's just continuous. It's just continuous. We had a few little things around the house. Now, these were just little tiny jobs that I've wanted to do for ages, and I've put them off. And I finally got them done. And it will look so much nicer once the hallway's painted, but let me show you. So quite a productive week from me, really. Back in Essex, I built this shelf. It's a very crude, easy to make shelf, 2 strips of MDF and a pine lip across the front. And of course, I built that console table as well. That's a DIY on this channel. But the shelf above it was meant to go in the Essex house. It never did. So it's finally up on the wall. We've now got somewhere to land everything when we walk in. Sunglasses, we've got keys, all of the things. Like I said, it's quite crude looking. But once it's sanded down a bit and it's blended in with the wall, it will look much nicer. And just put a few little autumnal pieces on there as well. These giant pine cones, I'm finding them around my area, which is so exciting. I also added a light pull into the bathroom, a job I have been putting off grossly for a year. This should be a day 1 move-in job, but I'll talk about that again in a second. I've moved the toilet roll holder. Again, all these little jobs for an easier life. We don't have to now bend our backs trying to get to the toilet roll. It's in a much more convenient location. The other thing I did was put the blinds up in the bedroom. The guy that fitted these blinds was too sick to come back and put them up for us. I'm a bit perplexed as to how I'm going to get this one up because there's no studs in the ceiling for this side, so don't quite know how I'm going to get that one back up on the wall. In this room, the bed has gone, so Tim's daughter finally collected the single bed for the little girl. She's going into a big girl bed, and I also fitted a new letterbox. So if you were with me last week, I painted the front door in the colour Bramwell from Rust-Oleum. The letterbox literally smashed. We couldn't get it back on properly, so we've been living without a letterbox for a few days, and I'm fully obsessed. I ordered this wreath. I absolutely love it. The final thing I did to add a little bit of yumminess to the house this week was to order a garland. I ordered this gorgeous autumnal garland from oh my gosh, where was it from? I don't know. I think it was from the Very catalogue, but it's beautiful. That was just a few little jobs that I needed to get done that I've had on my list of things to do for the longest time. For convenience, it was like daily life convenience. Now, again, I know when I did the home tour on here a year ago, when we moved in, I did an empty house tour. And then I did like an update talking about how filthy dirty the house was. And I know there was a couple of people concerned that like if the previous owner ever sees my video, and like hand on heart guys, I'm like, well, they should have cleaned. They should have cleaned. We are talking years worth of grime that has been built into some areas of this home that has taken quite a while to de-grime. Now the toilet roll holder, the toilet roll holder was just one of those things. You know when you move in to a home that has been previously lived in and you're like, what, why would you do that? What were they thinking when they did that? What on earth made them do that? What possessed them to do that? It's been a lot of that. And again, it's all down to personal preference, personal taste. But when we sat on our toilet, it's just the little things, it's the little things. When we sat on our toilet, the toilet roll holder wasn't just here. You know, like you're on the toilet, you just lean over to get some toilet roll. We had to swerve our whole body, stretch over to the back to get the toilet roll. It was one of those things that I should have changed on day one, and it's taken me this long to change it. Walking in the front door, again, I had that little unit there where we put our keys and things, but it just got cluttered all the time. Surface gremlin, remember? And I've been itching to put this shelf up that I made back in Essex, that I never put up in Essex, and I just finally put it up here. So it has made a world of difference. Just the light pull in the bathroom, it's just grim. It's grim to think I've put that off for this long. Like who does not change the light pull on day one? That's a day one job, a day one job. So finally got round to doing that, put a fresh new light pull. And yeah, all of the little things. So I'm just feeling quite accomplished this week. And of course, the rain. The rain came and filled me from the toes to the top of my head with happiness, absolute happiness. My grass is green again. My grass is green again. It's lush, everything is green. I mean, everything is positively autumnal at this point, but the grass is green again. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and do hit the thumbs up if you enjoy my content. And yeah, I'll see you at the end. So on Bank Holiday Monday, we decided to head over to the garden centre. I was really looking for 2 pots, one to go either side of my front door, because now that I've painted it, I really want to make the front of the house just look divine. But yeah, guys, distraction. As soon as I walked in, I wanted everything. I'm not even going to lie. Everything about a garden centre, like garden centres are the place to be. They are the home of cozy when it comes to autumn decor and Christmas decor, and just beautiful. Everything here was beautiful. I didn't buy a single thing. All we did buy from the autumn range was a little toy for George because the granddaughter insisted on it. I mean, buying boxes of pine cones in an area where they are freely on the street is wild to me, but hey ho. Yeah, I love it all, want it all, didn't get a single thing, so yay, proud of me. This is what granddaughter wanted, but we talked her out of it because we're really good like that. Now the pots, this is Seasons Garden Centre in Burton Latimer, and it's absolutely massive, and they've got a huge selection of pots, but I just feel like everything is just so grey. I genuinely thought we'd moved away from grey. I'm like, where's the colour? Why are we not seeing any colour? Beautiful pots. And the ones I really, really want are these ones here. They're really tall. They're about 1 metre tall. Super big, chunky pots. Now, I don't know if I want one of these either side of my front door with, say, a box hedge. Like a complete sphere of a box hedge. I think that would look super smart. But I'm not a gardener. I'm not a very good plant mum, and stuff dies. You can buy fake box hedges, and this garden centre has got some beautiful fake box. But I'm just reluctant because they're grey. So I'm like, would the UPVC paint work with these? Because they're plastic. Don't know. Let me know if you've ever painted a plastic plant pot. But I love them. I love the stone effect. I love everything about them, but just don't want grey. This is the smaller version. This is $29.99, but it's not enough of a statement for me. The bigger ones were $45.99 each, at which point I thought, no,
I'm not spending nearly £100 on 2 plant pots. So what we really came here for was bird feeders and plant pots. But we were successful on the bird feeders. Last year we had 2 giant bird feeders that completely went rotten, that my dad gave us, that were already used for many years. But they rusted out, they went rotten. We tried cleaning them, it made them worse. So fresh bird feeders this year for our birds, and they've got a ton of choice here at Seasons Garden Centre. So we did successfully pick up 2 of the bird feeders. This one actually, giant 6-port bird feeder. It's got this absolutely gorgeous, like aged metal coppery lid. Don't know what it is. I know the birds don't care, but guys, I loved them. I was like, you're coming home with me. So we got 2 of those. And then we also picked up an absolutely beautiful bird feeder. It's in the shape of an acorn. You're going to see it here in a second. Like this. How stunning is this? I mean, beautiful. Filled it with nuts as soon as we got home. And I will show you how we set up for the birds. Guys, I'm telling you, if we do not get thousands of birds this year, I will be most disappointed, because we have set them up with the biggest feast they could possibly want. Tim fell in love with this. He is all about the hedgehogs. He wants to save the hedgehogs, look after the hedgehogs. And this is a little hedgehog house. How cute was that? Then I looked at these and I thought, how cute would these look under our new windows in that little kind of like nook in our garden? But I have to remind myself I kill things. So this is what I want either side of my door. I'm obsessed. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. I was like, yes, please. One of these either side of my front door in a smaller pot, but £110 a pop. I want 2. That's £220 for a fake tree to go either side of my front door. And they had a ton of these things as well. But again, these are all like shiny fake plastic. So I just don't know what to do. Tell me. Let me turn that aircon down, because boy oh boy, and let me turn the radio off. The silence. I've still got a little bit of aircon on. It's Monday. I'm outside Slimming World. I am about to go in and it is boiling hot. The car said, oh, lies. It is more like 35. It feels unbearable today. Today has been, we went to the garden centre this morning. You would have seen the film. I wanted all the autumn things. We got a ton of birdseed. I have set the birds up with gourmet 5-star hotel, but without the roof over their head, just the food. I've set them up and I've already seen 2 birds come, which is fantastic. So we went to the garden centre. It was so hot. On the way back from the garden centre, we picked up, I'm worried that that's interfering off. We picked up the paint for the back gates, the gates for the side of the house to match the front door. The front door is looking mwah, chef's kiss. I've done the white frame. You would have seen that on my posts. I posted a photo last week on my posts. Anyway, so yeah, today's been beautiful, but too hot for me. It's September next week. Is it? I don't know. I actually don't know the date today. In a week it's September. It shouldn't be nearly 30 degrees. Feels like 30 degrees. It's unbearable. But there is hope on the horizon, guys, because I checked the weather forecast for the following week, for the next week up and coming, and it's looking like 5 days of rain. I mean, I'm not angry about it. The only downside is that our gutters still have not been fixed, so we will be getting lots of flooding, not serious flooding, but we will be getting lots of dripping from the gutters, and there'll be a pool of water outside Tim's office, and there'll be a pool of water outside the back door. Other than that, the gutters will be fixed hopefully by August 31st. I'm a bit reluctant. I've asked them twice for a date, like give me a date. So my gut is saying just find someone else, Claire. But these guys come massively highly recommended, and yeah, I'm trusting their reviews as opposed to the gutter guru, who had really bad reviews and I just never read them. So I didn't know he was going to screw us over. Anyway, oh my gosh, Claire, come on, sort it out. It's 5:10. I'm outside Slimming World. Last week I weighed in at 15 stone 4 pounds. 15 stone 4 or 15, 4.5. And I don't know how I've done this week, but I do know what I've eaten. So I should have done really well this week. I should have. Without a shadow of a doubt, I have eaten so clean. It's unreal. Even went to my dad's yesterday. I think I would have inserted the footage of the amount of sky that my dad has. We went for a Sunday roast, and I had 2 slices of meat and a mountain of vegetables. That was it. I didn't touch the roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, the stuffing, the gravy, nothing. I literally had 2 slices of meat. But the trick was I ate a huge breakfast on the way to my dad's, because I didn't want to be like I get moody when I'm hungry, and if I'm sitting there and everyone else is tucking into a giant roast dinner and I'm starving, but all I'm gonna have is like 2 slices of meat and some veg, I knew I would get the hump. So I waited until we left the house to have my breakfast. So around 10:30 on the motorway, I was eating my big breakfast, knowing that that was super healthy and that was gonna fill me up. But yeah, don't mean to go on in the car. I'm just excited. I've also got in the back, I don't know if the camera will show it. Can you see that there? Yeah, that right there is a bucket full of apples from our tree. A couple of my lovely friends that I've met here were like, oh my gosh, we'll have some apples, bring some apples, bring some apples. I was like, okay, if you're sure, like they might be rotten, they might be filled with maggots, I don't know, there might be earwigs. Like the amount of earwigs that fell off these apples when we picked them was criminal, and they were like, don't be silly, just bring them anyway. So I've got half a bucket of apples to bring in. I've washed and scrubbed them all. And I've got no idea what they're going to taste like. So they're going to come with a bit of a disclaimer. Like, these are from my apple tree, but not they're not my apple tree, like my apple tree, but I don't know if they're like, if they're really lovely, then yeah, it's my apple tree. If they're really not, then the previous owner's apple tree, really. But the tree is being torn down tomorrow, which is heartbreaking, but I'm also kind of looking forward to it at this point. I'm looking forward to having more sky, more of a view. And there's still so many apples left on that tree, guys. Oh, my heart. But yeah, it's now 12 minutes past 5. Group starts at 5:30. So yeah, I'll let you know how I get on. 15 stone 4 as we speak. So whatever I lose, I'll let you know. I know I've lost because I haven't eaten to gain weight this week. Morning. It is the 26th of August. The apple tree is going today. He is on his way. He's going to be here in about 30 minutes. So yeah, I maintained last night at Slimming World, and I'm a bit miffed as to why. No excuses. I know exactly what I've eaten. So at this point, I'm thinking I just hadn't eaten enough speed. Not enough speed, and maybe I just need to start reducing my portions. My portions have always been big. Surprise, surprise. And even though I'm packing my meals out with tons and tons of everything, like, you know, all of the vegetables and all of the salad, and making sure that a third of my plate has got speed food on it, that maybe, just maybe, it's not working out for me. So, yeah, maintaining was a shock, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I've upped my exercise. Now, obviously they do promote exercise in Slimming World, but it's not a fitness class. They don't sit and talk about, you know, different various, but they do talk about body magic and what you can do to move your body more. And for the last 6 days, I have been taking George out on a new walk, and it's 1 hour long. And we leave at the house at 7:30 in the morning, between 7:30 and 8, and then I get back to the house between 8:30 and 9. And it's a beautiful walk, and I walk very, very fast. I'm a proper speed walker. I let George obviously do his thing and have a sniff and do all of that, but in between I'm power walking. I also went swimming. Maintaining was not on my bingo card for this week. I truly felt, and I felt like I'd lost a couple of pounds, at least 2 or 3, because of what I'd eaten, but hey ho, it was not to be. But it's all good because I don't feel too angry about it, because I know what I ate was okay. I just need to think about what I can do to improve it, reduce the portions, add more speed. But so today, apple tree's going, he's on his way, and then Tim's cousins are down from Norwich, they live in Norwich,
and his other cousins who live here, so they're all coming today. So you know, I had to have a little bit of a tidy up because this is what we're currently looking like in here, and I feel very content right now about the placement of things, the state of things, the surfaces. I've got a new surface routine. I will talk to you about that as well. This is what the fireplace is looking like. Very, very minimal. There's just minimal. It's all feeling very, very minimal. And this is how the living room is looking. I've put my I've got my autumn box out of the garage. I've got so many goodies in here, but obviously not enough. Like, I want the world. This is what our table is looking like. I've put the crochet runner down. I think, is this crochet? Is that the right word? Can't remember. Yeah, this was from TK Maxx a few years ago. I got it for 16 or 17 pounds. Like, there's no way you could make it for that. So yeah, that's my autumnal runner, and in the center are all of the pine cones I've collected locally. And then over here on, we just call this Tim's mum's sewing machine, we have this stunning Singer. Doesn't work, unfortunately, the belt is broken. On here I just have my gorgeous wicker pumpkin and some other little pumpkin bits. Now, I haven't officially started decorating for autumn. It's just that I had the box out and I thought, well, whilst I'm moving things around, tidying, sweeping, dusting, doing all of the things, I might as well, you know, set it up, get ready for decorate with me for autumn. There's not really gonna be a decorate with me for autumn because you've seen my box. That's all I've got. But I might just do a little bit of an autumnal tour. So what else is there? Yes, my morning routine has changed. I've said in previous videos, actually let me just pop you up here. I've said in previous videos that Tim and myself are surface gremlins. Where there's a surface, we're gonna fill it. It doesn't matter what happens, we come in, we dump stuff, you know. Come on then, George. Everyone missed you in the last video. Everyone missed you, didn't they? He missed you too. I got in trouble, I did. I got in trouble because you weren't there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we are surface gremlins, and we haven't yet learned the art of putting things away or finding a home for things as soon as you come in. And I don't know. I don't know if we ever will, to be honest. All right, let me take your collar off. Hold on, let me take your collar off. Don't want... Okay, well, I know. I'll put it back on in a minute, I promise. Listen, I'll put it back on in a minute. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. You tell him, George. Can I talk now? Can I talk now? I love you. I love you. I do. I love you so much. I love you. Surface gremlins, okay? It doesn't take long for this house to look trashed, despite my best efforts. I will clean it, and you know when you clean, when you have a really good clean, and then when you wake up in the morning, you're grateful for yesterday you, because you went the extra mile and you've woken up to an absolutely beautiful, pristine... Who is it? Who is it? Guys, the squirrels are back. The squirrels are back. If you were with me last year, oh my God, the squirrels. They absolutely wrecked our lawn. And when I say that to George, who is it? Who is it? That feeling of coming downstairs to a beautiful clean house and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I did that last night. I'm so glad I went the extra mile. They're here to do the tree. Anyway, what I've started doing is as soon as I boil the kettle, I fill the kettle, I flick the switch, and before the kettle boils, I run into the living room and I wipe all surfaces. And I've been doing that for a week. It's working. I've got to let them in now for the tree. They are doing such a good job. The tree is almost down. I don't want to film them. Where are they? They're not there.
I've just put this across because George obviously is barking out of the door, but the tree is almost down. I don't know if you can see here. It's pretty much gone. There's just 2 main branches coming off of it. There's also a huge pile of logs here. Said, oh, can you turn wood? Can you turn apple tree wood? And they weren't sure. So a quick Google told me that apple tree wood makes for a really lovely wood to turn, but it can be a pain to dry out because it can split, but also they finish up really, really beautiful, and the grain is a favourite with wood turners. So every cloud, right, I'm going to get a wheelbarrow full of logs that I can potentially turn in the future when my lathe is back up and running. And then at least I can make something, you know, and make a bowl to remember the apple tree. Oh, little tree. There's just one tall stem here, and then that's it. That's down. But we've got a really glorious view of next door's willow tree. Really glorious. And there's my huge pile of wood by the wheelbarrow. That's amazing. They are done. Oh my goodness. It makes the garden look so massive. I've got to be careful of George that he doesn't go near the stump. The stump has been poisoned to make sure that it doesn't try to grow back. But wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. My goodness me. So much sky. All this sky that we weren't getting. That's unreal. Gosh. Georgie, Good boy, good boy. Where is the stump? Is that the stump? Yeah, oh, I see it. So he's put a cross in the stump and poisoned it. So, Georgie, away. So, it doesn't come back, but we've got quite a clear up. Obviously, they've cleared every single apple within sight. What a job. What an absolutely incredible job. I am back in the car now after having been to Boys and getting my nails done. Guys, oh my gosh. Do you remember in the last video, 2 videos back, I went and got my nails done, and I've been going to the same place every single time since I've moved here. Never walked away from there feeling obsessed. Look at my new nails from Crystal Tips. They are hands down the nicest nails. Look at the shape. The shape, the shine, I'm so in love. I can't explain to you. Just the shape. The shape of these is everything. The colour, it's pumpkin. I want pumpkins on. I want them to say hello pumpkin. And weirdly, I'd not long come from Boys, where I bought this autumnal blanket. So it's all just really worked out. It's all really worked out. So a little update from me on our night vision wildlife camera. Now, if you guys have been with me a while, you'll know that at the bottom of our garden, I had a night vision camera to catch wildlife. All it was catching was 2 cats every single night, night after night, multiple times a night, using the back of our garden as a toilet. I'm absolutely not about it. Thank you very much. And so many of you gave me advice on how to deter them, but I needed to put weed membrane down anyway because the weeds were definitely coming through under the tree and it would just save me a job. So I did, and this was night 1. Tell me why I now feel bad for the cats. Like, guys, I don't want them pooing in my garden. And this was night 1 after I'd completely finished the weed membrane. They both came and they literally just sat there like, what's going on? Why? Where's our toilet? Where's the soil? Why can't we do this anymore? And I am so happy to report that it has worked. We've had no cats for the last few nights and they can't dig it up. Like, I was worried they'd dig it up, but they haven't. So major success story. But yeah, watch this space. The camera's still there. That is all from me this week. I hope you've enjoyed. It was just a few days of what I've been up to this week. So me and my new autumnal nails and my cozy era jumper, because it's a bit chilly today, are going to go. I'm going to grab a cup of tea and I'm going to get back to work on my other channel because I've got a lot of resin to be pouring right now and editing those videos as well. And that's all. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.